again, and welcome to our bowl preview series. I am Scott Steen. I am the lead handicapper at winnersandwhiners.com, and I am joined. What's your name again?
Scott Reichel, senior handicapper over winnersandwhiners.com.
That's right. That's right. Together we do a show each and every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. Little thing we call Heading Back to the Window, where we break down all the games that we like for that day, talk about yesterday's action, interact with you, the fans, and in real time. So we like doing that. But now we're doing our bowl preview series. We have made a commitment to go through each and every bowl game. Sounded like a lot of fun around December 1st, Scott. Going to be a bit of a grind here, Christmas week.
Well, on the bright side, we don't have as many bowl games because some of them we were going to talk to got canceled.
Yeah. COVID is helping us pare down our schedule. So it was, you know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for the people that subscribe to the channel and then get notified every time we put up a live video, because it's just we do 4 and 5 at a time, so it's like ding ding ding. You're sitting there at work, you're like, oh my god, guys, give it a rest. So this game is the Transperfect Music City Bowl. Scott, you know what Transperfect is?
I'm assuming that they
are
involved.
Don't do that joke. Do the other joke.
I'm not going to. Is it like Pitch Perfect, but it's a trance?
I thought it was like that because it was out of Nashville. I thought it was like the trance music that everybody's listening to.
Yeah.
Is trance still a thing? Industrial
Could
club?
Be.
I don't know. Do you know all the
kinds
of
you mean?
Well, there's all kinds of different kinds of it though. There's trance and
the one that goes like do like that one.
I'll tell you, the only EDM song I know is Sandstorm by Darude.
Okay. That's an all-timer.
That's the only song I know. So this is actually Transperfect is a company. I went to their website. I still don't know what the fuck they do. Some kind of corporate communications on their website. It says your customer could be anywhere. Does your brand speak their language? Okay, fuck, I'm out. I don't know what you do. So congratulations. Hopefully you're getting some people stopping by your website and being confused as well. But I'm not confused about this game, Scott. Tennessee Volunteers, Purdue Boilermakers, Purdue 6-point favorites. 64.5 is your number. So wide receiver David Bell, he is not going to play for this one for Purdue. Scott, second leading receiver Milton Wright, he is also not going to play. This good passing game, you're going to miss those guys who put up 340 yards per game. Tennessee secondary, not good. 103rd in the nation in pass defense. Tennessee, of course, Josh Heupel, they like to run the ball, but they are going to be missing their second leading running back, Tyon Evans. He's headed off to Louisville, but they should still be okay. They are very efficient, 459 yards per game, up-tempo style. You've seen Josh Heupel offenses before. You've seen him at Mizzou. You've seen him at Central Florida. You know the drill. Purdue's defense, decent, held up against everybody but basically Wisconsin. But George Karlaftis, he is out.
Ohio State killed him, but that happens.
Ohio State as well, right? So it's they're missing one of their speed rushers. Tennessee, because they go fast, Scott, Mizzou had the same problem when he was there. They almost score too quickly. They are dead last in the nation in time of possession. So it's kind of a chicken or an egg thing with the defense. You don't know if the defense sucks and they can't get off the field, or you don't know if the defense just gets gassed because they're on the field so long because the offense scores quickly. For whatever reason, they are dead last in time of possession. Now, Tennessee, it's imperative for them to run the ball successfully. They're 6-0 when they average 5 yards per carry or more. They were 0-5 when they didn't. How much does Purdue give up, you ask? Well, Purdue gives up 4.2 yards per carry this season. Only time they allowed better than 5 was against Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Michigan State. 3 pretty good running teams right there. The Purdue defense was pretty good. It's going to be hit hard by teams that can throw. Can Tennessee throw the ball effectively against this Purdue defense enough to keep it close, Scott? That's the question.
So just to give you a brief question that we didn't talk about, where's this game being played again?
Music City. Going to be played in Nashville, buddy. That's in Tennessee.
And Nashville's in what state?
It's in Tennessee.
I'm going to take Tennessee. You got to assume they got a huge home crowd advantage, don't they?
Purdue, not a bad shot. That's an easy drive from.
It might be easy, but I'm just saying it's in the home state. I think that definitely helps the Volunteers in the spot. I like Tennessee anyway.
I think we were within 8 hours of Purdue. It's a drive.
Yeah, I
like
like
Tennessee?
Tennessee anyway.
Okay.
It's a spot where you might look at it first glance and go, why is Tennessee favored by 5.5? And then you realize that Bell was their best receiver, and Purdue also has a projected first-round pass rusher in George Karlaftis,
Yep.
and he's not playing.
Right.
So you mentioned a Tennessee throw the ball or run the ball against this defense. If Purdue's missing its best person on the defensive line, I do think that you're going to see Tennessee move the ball pretty well. And it's also a matter of Purdue's probably not used to playing at that big of a or that much pace defensively. Is fatigue going to play a factor when Tennessee's going hyperspeed the entire game and you're not used to it? I think the answer is yes. So I think Purdue's defense is going to struggle. I think Tennessee will do well. I don't think Tennessee's defense is going to do anything because they never do anything. So I like the over, and I'm going to go ahead and I just said that twice, but I'm going to go ahead and take Tennessee minus the 5.5, and I like the over. I still think that O'Connell's a decent quarterback. They kind of rotate quarterbacks, but they're all decent. Give me points. Give me Heupel's team scoring potentially 40 in this game, but I'll be generous. I'll give them 30. I'll say about 38 in this spot. Give me a 38-30 game.
Okay. I think I misspoke at the beginning. I think I said Purdue was favored. Obviously, that's not the case. Tennessee favored in this one. I'm with you. I would have loved to seen this game with Bell and Wright in there, and I
would have taken Purdue if they were playing, but they're not.
I did take Karlaftis as well because you've got to be able to get some pressure on the passer, and that is going to be a problem without him. I'm with you. It's the home. I don't know how much the home team angle is going to do, but I do know that is a very passionate fan base with the Tennessee. I have told you my Tennessee story. I won't bore you with it here, but they are they're a very spirited bunch there in Knoxville, and that's not a bad drive at all to head over to Music City. So let's do it. Let's Unknown Energy says let's go get that money. So let's.
Do you have any thoughts on the total?
I got.
I can't take it under with Tennessee.
Nope,
I can't do it.
Can't do it. I probably would lean more to a team total over there with Tennessee. I just don't know how much we're going to get out of Purdue without those top targets. So we're going to find out. But that's going to be. We do have another consensus here for the two of us. Wow, that's 2-0 so far, Scott. As we both like Tennessee laying the points and taking the over 64.5. Hey, it's Square City. But you know what? That's kind of how these games have been going here lately. So
that's one thing that we can talk about briefly is that
yes?
When it comes to the information regarding which players opt out and whether or not you should fade them, usually fade the team missing a bunch of guys. Not exactly a hot take, but for bowl games, if you just go solely on betting on the team that has less players out, you've been doing quite well for the last couple of years. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. There have been a few exceptions, but for the most part, that has been the case. So, all right, my friend, that's going to do it for this one as we wrap up the Transperfect Music City Bowl. 2 down, 2 to go. We'll be right back right around the corner with bowl game number 29. But until then, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for commenting. As always, don't forget to check us out every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, right here on the YouTubes as Scott and I do our show heading back to the window. But until then, you're just going to have to make do with our bowl prediction. So we'll be right back with our next one just after this brief respite.